Babe, wake up. ClaudCopter just posted a video about an actually relevant game. Babe, that's probably your reaction. Now, I know this isn't incredibly new. I don't know if being past 2 weeks counts as recent, but to be fair, I never planned on reviewing this game because I never planned on buying it, so enjoy. Thanks. Dying Light 2 was developed and published by Techland and also overruled coming out early, so thanks for that. It is a sequel to the hit game Dying Light and is a zombie survival game. Great. Now, to begin, I guess I have to talk about the parkour first, and we've already ran into a problem. See, I enjoy the parkour in this game, and mostly how it works, but my complaint is also tied to the first game, which is that jumping is the floatiest shit ever. Both Crane and Aiden control like they have the Tanuki suit, but it's like really bad. I guess they just kept the same physics from the first game, and to be honest, it's something you get used to, but it's made for a lot of frustration in the early game.
This piece of shit game! Stop making him float! It makes physics impossible! Do a glide jump over here? I don't know if we can go on. Is that tarp or is that metal? I think it's a hard metal, right? You go first. Check it out.
No.
Go check it out. Go check it out then there. So is it metal or tarp? I'm gonna jump for it.
And do what?
Because you just hold space and jump higher.
Even after getting the hang of it, there were a lot of moments where I thought, you can't make that jump. Holy shit, he made the jump. Also, the paraglider controls like the Hindenburg hot air balloon, when it was on fire. But aside from those two things, it's pretty enjoyable to free run and parkour, and then have to revive Neil from falling to his death every time. Along with running away, you can also hit stuff if you're not a coward. The combat controls are the same from the first one, only changes being what you can actually equip on Aiden. I like the ability to put armor and also modify your weapons, and changing them up. After a while, you can create a weapon that could literally challenge God, and it's pretty cool. It's overall satisfying to bash everyone's head in, and there's also parkour combat, which I almost never used, but combat in general does get repetitive after a while. The game looks pretty good. I think it looks best when you're standing on a tall-ass building and you're able to see the huge vistas of the desolate city and all the trees and stuff. It's very nice. Of course.
And bring you along.
I'm at the transmitter. What's next?
And it's very neat, especially since big skyscrapers weren't really a thing in the first game. I think the game looks visually the worst on some characters' faces.
Looking at all the dead people.
What the fuck are you? Why is your nose so big?
They never.
It's a Sea of Thieves character. Oh my god! Look at him, Claudio. He looks terrified and pissed off at the same time. What do I expect of this man? Look at him.
And who
there is no villain in this game. It's just him.
Level 1 knows. He's level, beyond us.
Stuff like 100 or like he's prestige 4. Is it have these people never seen noses before? What do you think we should? I don't want to talk to her. Please leave me alone.
Her nose is so big and her lips can eat her face.
RC on the list.
The skills are mostly here. There are less of them, but I feel like nobody gave a shit about the other two anyway. Along with the skills, you can get inhibitors, which are definitely not steroids. Definitely. And they're pretty neat, and I like them. Although me and Neil got way too addicted to them. When it comes to the enemy type, there's literally almost no difference between the two games, and I wish they would have added something new and interesting. But the volatiles are still terrifying shadow people.
I also want to see this volatile. Oh my god! I no longer want to see the volatile!
So this game might sound really good right now. Real dandy besides some annoyances. Well, hold on there, bucko, because we're about to enter the complaints section. This is where we complain. So one of, if not the biggest addition here, is immunity. See, since this is Dying Light 2, you have to get bitten by a zombie at the beginning. And that's not a spoiler, it's right at the beginning, and don't worry, I'll keep the story spoiler-free. So, that bite is where the immunity comes in. Because Aiden is basically at the risk of becoming an abomination of God, you have to stay in the light and not have your immunity go down. Once it hits night and you're still running around, immunity becomes a timer, where you need to either get your immunity back with items or run back to light. That's what it is, a timer. It can be permanently increased, but at the end of the day, it's still a timer. And it's pretty annoying to have it lingering around all the time. It's different than having some timed missions, which this game does have, than just slapping one on your character at all times. Going back to skills, some are incredibly useless, while others are totally juiced, especially when it comes to the combat skills. Just look at Neil using his airbending drop kick.
Wait, hold on, stop. I just want to figure out like how this drop kick works. Oh,
Your feet
it does so
didn't
much
even-
damage! It does so much damage! Oh my god!
Oh yeah, and all of the bosses stink. Every single one of them, even the last one. They are incredibly easy to beat. The last one goes on way too long, and even if you're not that leveled, which we were, they don't really have an attack pattern or anything to differentiate them from a typical enemy with just more health. A little before you fight the last boss, there's a scene where you can fight him, but you're supposed to lose, like a video game scripted thing. And he's way more powerful in that scripted bit than the actual fight, so he's scaled down. If you don't believe the bosses suck, just look at me and Neil fight the very first one.
Again, I'm gonna keep drop kicking.
Holy shit.
No, not me. Go for
This is a boss.
Oh my god!
Norman, give it up! Let me talk to Sophie!
Now you might be thinking, perhaps the story really shines in... No, the story in the first game was incredibly bland and very forgettable, but somehow 2's is worse. The technical plot is you are Aiden, known as a pilgrim, which are basically the loners, and you are looking for your sister that you were separated from a long time ago. Except besides the beginning and like the last 2 missions, that isn't actually the plot, because you have to deal with a bunch of shitty characters you don't give a shit about, because they are barely developed or developed poorly, and there are disputes between them and other factions in the city. Every cutscene is boring, uninteresting dialogue, usually talking about nothing. The villain sucks and speaks like he just learned how to talk.
Beautiful rare breeds. I love them dearly. One day his most beloved horse fell off the slope and broke his leg. I thought Grandpa would help him, but he just pulled out his pistol and put it in.
I never cared for any character, not even Aiden. There's a twist at the end of the game that's flat out retarded. You can make narrative decisions, which just like almost every other game with decisions, never amount to anything. There's not a difference or ripple effect to any choices that you make. To prove that the choices don't work, me and Neil somehow got the best ending in the game accidentally on our first run. And we didn't even search it up before, or hell, carefully consider our decisions before. We just walked right into it. I guess you can say we waltzed right into it. To top it all off, the true ending is incredibly unsatisfying, which is really weird because the true ending is supposed to be. You ever played Detroit Become Human? The true ending in that game is like a Disney movie. We somehow made the game more interesting by saying Dr. Fauci made the inhibitors and praised him like he's some sort of omniscient god. We're not even American, but that would have been a pretty good plot.
A container. Fauci's nearby.
Inhibitor container detected.
Fauci, I sense you, Fauci. I'm hearing you. Where are you? Right, you see this store right here? We can go find some. No, Fauci! Oh, we can go find more Fauci's like needles in here.
And then the biggest draw of the whole game, the bugs. My god, this game is a damn bug nest. Sometimes nights would look like day. There's an infinite loading glitch that screwed us over only to be fixed by Neil playing after the glitch point in single player. My game crashed 3 times. Another friend of mine got soft lock and now has to restart the whole game. I don't know, I like her transition to a terrorist. Oh my god, am I stuck in a wall?
Oh, Claudio.
How do I do this?
Oh, Claudio.
I didn't make it. Oh. I'm stuck. David? How?
try to turn
Oh
towards
my
me.
god,
Larry.
what? And stuck inside the wall.
Claudio, are you serious?
I'm not kidding. You see? Models can be misplaced, untextured, or downright diabolical.
My liver's missing. Oh my, do you see his head?
Is his head broken on your screen?
Do you see his head, Claudio? This is not a sight. Claudio's voiceover like this game, it doesn't work. Something blocking just the screen. I
Yeah, I
can't
saw
barely
that.
see.
We're
Hide
inside of a
behind it.
model. We're inside. Oh my god.
Now that the lights are on, we can use the TV.
Oh, no, now it's just black. Oh,
call for mobilization.
Oh my god,
Who's
I love this
moving?
cutscene. No playtesters were found in this game.
It's possible to cartel through the map and into purgatory.
I'm in it! But how can I open it?
While climbing up the elevator to the biggest tower in the game, the elevator door will not only become invisible, but also not there. I knew that because I fell through it. All of our personal experiences were on PC, by the way, but it's just a mess. Come on, it's not reviving you. You're doing the animation.
This game is.
You're just not gonna die.
Playtester.
You're eternally wounded, but you won't die. It's not completely unplayable, like there isn't a glitch around every corner, but there are a lot. Overall, Dying Light 2 was just disappointing, and I didn't even expect anything. I think the first one is overrated anyway. While things are fundamentally there, and it's intact, it just feels like the game was lacking something to truly make it more interesting, and some of what it had was already kind of lacking. Overall, the combat and parkour is enjoyable, and that's what matters. But I just think it needed something to kind of differentiate itself from the first one with just a few more updates, and it is very unpolished. I will say this game is incredibly fun with a friend, and I know everything is, but this really isn't the kind of game you play alone, so maybe wait for the price to go down and buy it with someone.
Oh, he sells clothing. A plain hoodie? I want to buy this. I want a hoodie.
The fit.
Actually, it does go pretty hard. Look at me. It goes hard, right?
Kinda trippy.
See? Dying Lights. Stay trippy.
Shut up.
Okay, this should be peacekeepers. Yeah, look, here comes the military. Horrible. Oh my god. Don't give them any land. Oh my god, they'll ruin it. So his parents were zombies, and he has to get food for them. Yeah, it works now. Oh my god, I'm scared to talk to him. All right, kid, we got that goat's blood you wanted from the store, by the way. Here you go.
So I don't know about you, but I'm already kind of becoming rich in this game. So
Yeah, I have 3,000. Think. Okay. Where are you?
What?
Hit this thing in my hand. Hit it once. Hit it.
It did.
Oh,
Throw
okay.
it. Throw it.
Oh!
Anyway, that's about it. Thanks. And god damn it, Neil.